In this video, we are going to study the Poiseuille's equation for the flow of liquid through a tube or a pipe. Now see, there are some assumptions. When a liquid is flowing under a constant pressure difference P applied between the ends of capillary tube of radius A and length A, it is assumed that the flow of liquid is parallel to the axis of tube everywhere and is streamlined. Means the flow should be streamlined. Then the flow should be steady, that is, there is no acceleration of the liquid at any point, and there is no radial flow and pressure is constant over any cross section, and the velocity of liquid layer in contact with the walls is interior becoming maximum along the axis of the tube. Means at the center the speed should be a maximum. Now see, the first part of this equation is velocity of flow of liquid in any layer. See the diagram. Here we have taken a coaxial cylinder whose radius is x. Again we have taken a two coaxial cylinder whose radius x plus dx and a, and the length of the cylinder is L. Now we are going to find the velocity of flow of liquid in any layer. To start this equation, first I recall the Newton's law of viscosity. The viscous force F is directly proportional to the area of cross section A, and it is also directly proportional to dV upon dx, that is velocity gradient. Therefore F is equal to, that is Newton's viscous force, is equal to minus eta A dV upon dx, where eta is coefficient of viscosity. Therefore the equation becomes F is equal to minus eta A is area of cross section, that is 2 pi xl dV upon dx. Now see, as pressure is equal to the force per unit area, means P is equal to F upon A. Therefore the force is equal to pressure into area. So F is equal to pressure P into pi x square. Since the velocity of the liquid layer is constant, it is not subjected to a resultant force, or the force accelerating is equal to the force retarding. So equating both equations means equation from the Newton's viscous force and the force P is equal to, F is equal to P pi x square. Now equating both equations, we get P pi x square is equal to minus eta 2 pi xl dV upon dx. Rearranging the equations, we get dV is equal to minus px upon 2 eta L dx. Now here we have to find the velocity. So integrating the above equation, we got V is equal to minus px square upon 4 eta L plus c, where p upon 2 eta L is constant and integration of x is equal to x square upon 2. So we get minus px square upon 4 eta L plus c, where c is the constant of integration. Now when x is equal to a, that is A is the radius of coaxial cylinder. If the radius a, then the velocity 0. Hence c is equal to, that is constant of integration, c is equal to p a square upon 4 eta L. Putting the value of c in equation, we get velocity v is equal to minus px square upon 4 eta L plus p a square upon 4 eta L. Therefore v is equal to p in bracket a square minus x square upon 4 eta L. This equation gives the velocity of flow at a distance x from the axis of the tube, and it is clear from above relation that profile of advancing liquid is a parabol.